for joining us today. My name is Brittany and I have my guest Anna here with me today, who's going to be my volunteer body for workout. She has had some lumbar issues, so she's got rods and screws, and you've had a replacement disc, is that right?
Yes, I have an L4, L5 has been replaced with titanium, and I have screws and rods because I had a hairline fracture.
Okay.
So I'm fine now, but it has been a road.
So we're not gonna, she's not really limited except with some mobility. So some of the things where we might be more flexible in our lumbar area, she's a little bit more stiff, but the workout is predominantly the same. We focus on a lot of stability and strength exercises and always core. So with that, we're gonna start. So I have you already measured here. We're just gonna begin actually with single leg work. So go ahead and lay down on your back, put your headrest wherever you want. Okay, so let's start one leg. So high half toe on one foot, and then the other guy's in tabletop. Okay, all right, and then let's just go in and out like that to begin. So your knee stays tabletop, inhale out, and then exhale home. Good. So remember, as you're doing this, we're gonna just keep a little bit of engagement in pelvic floor area. We're gonna get 8 here. Okay, and then we're gonna go right into bicycle Anna. So from here, go ahead and extend that right leg forward and then pull it into tabletop as you push out and reach. Good. So as you reach the leg forward, you're really sending it forward with purpose. Point the toe, engage the quads. Any chance you're counting? Me either.
I'm just making sure I breathe.
Okay, one more. Hold the leg. Let's go straight up and then straight down.
Hopefully the people online watching us are counting.
3, 4 more times. We're gonna hold the last one. 2, one more time. This is the one. Keep it all the way up. Yep, yeah, stay right here. Now you're gonna grab it with your left hand, just this one, and you're gonna pull it across the body. So come around this outside. Yep, now, so this stretch with a straight leg really can tug on the back. So if it feels like it's too much, you have the option of bending the knee too. Yeah, and it'll still stretch the outside of the leg, but now it doesn't put as much pressure on the back. Both are good.
Oh, that feels amazing.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I do struggle with is I get stiffer. So Pilates really helps with stretching and elongating.
Yeah.
Because even though I have these screws and rods, I still get very tight, especially in these areas and this area. So I find that it really helps my tightness, and it helps not feel as much the impact of the screws and the rods.
Good. All right, let's switch legs. So let's put the right foot directly in line with the right hip bone, so just a little bit more wide. There you go. Tabletop on the left. Inhale out and exhale, return. Well, we're gonna do a lot of stretching today, so. I used to think when I was much younger that I just wanted to work really hard all the time and sweat and do really athletic, challenging workouts. And as I'm getting a little bit older, I find that my body really appreciates the balance of the stretch that complements all the strength work. Keeps me more mobile. Let's bicycle. Send the leg and then tabletop.
And I think you can see my flexibility on this leg is this is easier for me than this one was, which is interesting.
Well, we compensate, right? One more time, Anna. So the leg is gonna reach all the way out, it stays straight, and now we lift it. Now, if this feels tight in hip flexor, you can laterally rotate the leg. So when you lift, it pulls from obliques a little bit easier than hip flexor. I think 2 more. Last time, holding the leg up. All right, good. And we didn't do this on the other side, but if you want to add a little, you can drop this heel, and then it gets the calf at the same time. We didn't do this on the other side either, but an option, take this outside arm and reach it over here towards me. And then you get this stretch through the chest at the same time. It's sort of like an improvised spine twist without a huge twist.
What is cool about Pilates though is that you just have to do certain little movements and it has such a big impact.
Yes.
It's just so awesome.
The best workout laying down.
Yes.
All right, bring it all the way back in. All right, miss, we're going right into some mid-back series. So the straps are for the hands. We're gonna keep it on 2 reds. These are for hands. Yeah. All right, so tabletop the legs for me, please. Okay, so we're gonna lift the feet up perfectly in line with the knees. Does it hurt to bring your knees together?
No.
Okay.
It's just hard.
Yeah, okay. So at least keep the heels together for sure. Send the arms vertical, breath in, and then we press down on the exhale. So as you're doing this, make sure you're really using the lats and the back muscles. You're pushing from the pinky edge of your hand all the way down the outside of the forearm so that you're getting from your armpits. Good. Feet up just a whisper. There you go. One more time, please. Okay, now make a 45 with the arms and then come back in. Let's go higher with those hands. So like there. Yep, and then come on in.
I know that's the hardest part.
Yes. So I'm watching that she keeps her low back down. So what you can do is pull your knees in a little closer to the chest. Finish this set and I'll give you a break. Good. 4 more. Breath in on the lift. Press. 4. And 3, 2, and last time. Perfect. Take a quick break. Put your feet down.
Ooh.
So abs failing before the arms, right?
My legs actually feel really tight and so they get really heavy here.
Okay.
And so they get really heavy and then I guess my abs of course are just like, oh god, like the legs are heavy. So it like freaks out a little bit and then it's like, okay, let's just take a break. But I think it's mainly because my muscles are lazy.
All right, so this would be an example where you could do all this workout on the tower and then you don't have to keep your legs in tabletop. But we're gonna give a break and then start up again. So try this version, so come up tabletop, but make more of a diamond. So your knees apart, like this. This is a little less on the hip flexors.
This is so much easier.
Okay, so arms straight down, now stay here. You're gonna come out towards the letter T and then hug into the hips. When you come out, hold this T spot. So I want you to really focus on pushing your lowest rib down. So the harder you go, all right, now bring it in. Inhale, they open, and exhale, they sweep in. Better on the legs, right? With the knees open.
Yeah, oh my god, this is so much easier.
4 and 3. One more time. Hold the arms at your sides. Go right into triceps for me, please. So the arms are in, yep. And then push. You do have to lift it just this way, yeah. Really keeping the low back pressing down the whole time here. 3 and 2. One more. And take a break. Put your feet down.
Because you can't see this, I'm starting to sweat.
Put your feet in the straps for me, please. Actually, just kidding. So come on back in. We're gonna do one leg at a time. So let's go to one red spring. Pick one foot. Yep, and then this one can just drop down. Perfect. So we're gonna start with a stretch. This foot stays on the bar and allow this one to come in as much as you want. I usually grab hold of the rope. All right, now we're gonna twist this whole leg like you're turning a doorknob. So we rotate it and rotate it. And not so much from the foot, but from the thigh.
So like this?
Yeah, do you feel how that's all over the hamstring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then go ahead and you can hold the rope and then allow the right leg to fall open right without lifting this hip. Yep. And then if you want to turn those doorknobs there as well, point your toe for me. Yep. And then turn the thigh.
I feel like I'm
falling off.
No, I feel like my left hip keeps coming up.
Okay, so that you don't have to go as wide.
Okay.
Yep. And it's really more about bringing the leg up towards the shoulder anyways. So it's more of this angle here instead of way out here to the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
And then you can take it across the body like we did earlier. Yep. And then as you rotate the thigh, you just get all the hamstrings, so all three of them, not just the ankle, move from your femur. So you're twisting and twisting. Yes. Good.
Like when I have to go to the bathroom.
All right, bring your left leg up tabletop. This one's gonna stay right in front of the hip. Point this toe for me. We're strengthening this leg. Send it down and then bring it up. Yeah. So keep your body centered right in the middle of the mat and try to keep your pelvis as stationary as you can. This foot's a little higher. Yep. One more, and then let's do a lateral rotation on this leg. So from the hip, turn it out, and we'll go same, no, go straight up and down. Pause here, rotate. And you're gonna keep it in that rotation, go straight up and down. So now we're just pulling on a different part of our hamstring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's important to do all this leg work, especially individual legs, because it helps to strengthen and support her back. So any of the body parts that touch the pelvis will impact how your back feels. All right, here we go, core challenge. Start small, leg goes up, then it's gonna circle out and back around. You can make the circles as large as you want, so long as your hips aren't lifting or twisting or it's completely moving your body off the center.
Is there a place where you recommend you put your hands, like where I have my hands now? Is that correct, or is it better to do this?
Long at your sides. Okay.
Gripping for life.
Preferably not gripping for life.
I'm not gripping for life.
All right, this is the last one here. Okay, and then we're gonna change feet.
And take this one out?
Yes, please, I'll take it. All right, and let's stretch to start. So right foot on the foot bar, and then you just let this left one come in as much as you want, and just hold it here.
Oh.
Yep. And then if you want to rotate the thigh, that adds that stretch. Do you feel more mobile on this side?
Nope.
Not anymore, right? Yeah.
Is there a reason why?
No, just seeing how your body is moving as we're going here today. You said it was tighter earlier, so.
And I find it weird because I guess it makes sense that this side would overcompensate for the other side. So this might get like a little more used. Because it's, as much as it's medically like, tight, like the screws, but it's still like the body's probably still trying to figure it all out.
Well, we'll see better when you start moving. All right, so now let's take the leg out wide. So remember, we're kind of hitting this 45-degree angle towards the corner, and then hold it. Yep, and then if you want to rotate from the thigh. Yep, so don't move your hips. Why don't you take your right hand and put it on your right hip. Hold it there. So, yep, you just come in here, hold it outside, and rotate and rotate, twist. Okay, and then let's go across. So it looks like you have about the same range on both legs so far.
This one hurts, like the calf area
Okay.
is way tighter on this one.
All right, so she mentioned this feels tighter. This foot has rotated in. So look at this ankle. Let's make sure it doesn't curve. See how?
It's because it's so tight.
Well, and it's curving that way, so it's pulling on these peroneals more. So if you pull this back, different, okay? Yeah. All right, let's stretch, or not stop. Let's stop stretching and start strengthening. So right knee tabletop. And we're just gonna go up and down with our left leg. Inhale up and exhale down. So she mentioned she was feeling different on right and left, so I just keep walking around. I like to stand in the back here every so often and just make sure her trunk is still right in the center of the carriage, and it is. So she's still in the middle. And then for you, let's keep doing this, but laterally rotated. So you're other way. So you're gonna point your toe towards my voice. Yep. So as you're lying there, Anna, you can just sort of feel how much space you have on either side of your hips. And that's a quick way to just assess if you're in the center. Okay, circles. Up, out, and around. Thank you. I was getting ready to say that. You read my mind.
I know, I'm so bad at the like keeping it up.
Yeah, keep your core on so that your leg and your pelvis feel stationary. Let's get 2 more. And final. Alrighty, put your foot down and then let's get this one out of the strap. Okay, come on off the machine. Just take a second, reach down towards your toes and do a little stretch. Yeah, just reach down towards your feet. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna throw a stretch move in, 1 red, 1 blue, and hands here, feet in the back, standing up, flat feet. Okay, so you're gonna be weight bearing on the feet with your weight over heel, yeah? And then round your back like an angry cat, but keep the shoulders relaxed. Okay, so all we're doing here is maintaining this flexion of the spine as much as you can, pressing the heels back to move the carriage out, and then think round your back, lift your belly button to pull the legs under you from your core. So you're gonna lift from here, round and drag the feet back in. Yep. Inhale, we move the legs away. And then exhale, you're gonna pull your belly button up and then use the core. Perfect. You should feel that in the lower back. Also, of course, the stretch in the legs. And one more time. Staying put. All right, now, when you close the carriage next time, we're gonna hang out there. Step your right foot forward. All right, you're gonna keep both legs as straight as possible. Weight shifts back towards the heel. Yep, and your hands stay here. All right, so you're just gonna move your back, cat and cow. Don't move the machine. Yep. And when you sink into that cow position with the extension of the spine, the right leg should get a nice stretch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel it in my hip.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Yep, all over the back of the top leg, right? And then you're gonna hold the extension, so the waist is down, head and shoulders lifted. And then, other ways, right, go down with the tummy, there. And then we're gonna push the legs back, so just from the legs, not the shoulders. So just move the carriage this way. Yep. And then come back in.
So it's a small movement.
It is small.
Okay.
There. So we get a little rotation in the low back, and you also get this really lovely stretch. Good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then let's switch feet. Okay, so weight shift back over the back foot, and then holding the carriage steady, cat-cow the back. Yeah, and then lengthen. Inhale, round, exhale, lengthen. And then we're gonna hold the length. So drop the waist, lift the head and tail. You're gonna stay in this back extension and then travel back with the legs. Yes. So this is a smaller range, indicating that this forward leg is a little tighter than the right side.
Don't let this exercise fool you. It is amazing. It's stretching in ways the other ones didn't stretch.
Yeah. We borrowed this move from the yoga community. This is a vinyasa, like a triangle pose. And one more. Okay, perfect. Come on down. You can step down on the other side of the machine there. Okay, and I am lowering the foot bar down, we're gonna move into forearm planks. Let's put our extender up, just a blue.
This is my face for planks.
All right, so you're gonna be on your forearms, your hands are there. Let's start with the knees down, feet against the blocks. All right, so let's go parallel with the arms. Yeah, like a little sphinx, good. And then push the legs back. You're gonna stay on the knees at first. So you've got a nice straight line from thigh to shoulder, and then the arms are what will move you backwards. You're gonna push the arms backward and forward. Inhale out, and then exhale in. Good. How's your back feel? Any discomfort? Okay. Go back and stay right there. And then I want you to just do a little pelvic tilt. Now you don't have to necessarily drop, but tuck the pubic, there you go. And then just hold that. And I'm gonna have you keep that as you move forward and back. You should feel your lower abs sooner and more when you keep that little bit of a tuck, pelvic tuck, posterior tilt. You got it, miss. And then hang out right there. I'm gonna throw a challenge at you. I didn't tell her this one was coming. Let's see how it happens. So you're gonna stay absolutely still. I'm watching here. Right arm straight forward, reaching for the wall in front of you, arm by ear.
I don't know if I can do it.
So bring the carriage in a little closer, okay? And then see if that happens there. There we go. Okay, come in, bring the carriage all the way in. So we're gonna make that a little bit more manageable by changing the springs. So
Yeah, that was hard.
lift up here. I'm gonna flip this up. I'm adding a weight spring. So now we have 3/4 of the springs. Let's try that again. So we're gonna keep a pelvic tilt. There we go. Okay, now, there, way easier. Hold it, 5. Relax the shoulders, 3, 2, 1. You got it, miss. The asymmetry here in the plank is beautiful, and it's perfect for low back strength. Okay. Yep, tuck this pelvic, under. All right, left arm going forward. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You got it. Good. Come on and win.
What was the difference? Why can I do it better now than I could before?
When it's heavier, then the carriage is easier to hold still. So when it's lighter, then you've got to use a lot of muscles to pull it in. So it gives you a little bit more help.
So you want to start with a little bit more help and then slowly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so come on off. We're gonna go with some twisting. So we're gonna put our short box on. And we're back to a blue. Now if you feel this in your neck, we need to go lighter.
Okay.
Okay? So this is the front, and I want you to start with your feet splitting this center line facing me. Yep, knees are soft and athletic. Put your right hand on your hip. Take this left flat palm here. So don't let your thumb come up on the corner. If your thumb goes here, it works your pec. If we're here, it works the obliques. Okay? So the knees are soft, and I want you to push it towards the wall. That's perfect. The waist closest to the foot bar should be working. Do you feel anything in your neck? No. Okay. If you feel it in your neck, drop to a weight spring. Really rotate your chest here. That's the way. 6, we're gonna get 8 on 8, we stay. 7, hold it here. Reach, and then just tiny, good. Keep rotating like you're just wringing out the last couple drops from a cloth. 3 and 2, one more time, and then carefully back home. Switch places with me. All right, so flat palm, this is the center, the edge close to foot bar, wide feet, soft athletic. Here we go, and we turn.
What is the ideal space to have in front between the reformer and your?
Wherever you can go, where your arm is straight in the middle of the box.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you're shorter.
Yep, maybe a little closer. Yep, exactly. All right, here we go. Straighten this arm for me. If we start bending and pushing, now we're getting bicep and chest, and that's not the purpose. Rotate. This is a golf move actually, so we're trying to we're swinging, okay? So you're turning your chest up towards the ceiling where it meets the wall. Less arm, keep it straight for me. Yep.
This side is harder.
Yep. 4 more. 4 and 3. Good. 1 more. Hold this one out. Keep that arm straight. And then little tiny turns and turn and turn. So you're rotating from your waist every time. And 4. You'll never regret completing it. So push. 2. 1 more time. And then all the way. Sorry, no fans with the videos, so you get extra calories. Okay. You are going to come up here kneeling with your foot along the side, okay? You could face either direction to start, okay? So left thigh all the way against it, and then step your right foot along the track, pointing. There we go. All right, starting position is nice and tall. Shoulders, ribs, and hips equal distance to the way you're facing. You can put your hands wherever you want to, and the work is going to be in this and this butt cheek. Okay. So we're trying not to lunge with this leg. I'm going to just support my knee here so that she doesn't move. It's like a soccer pass. Pull the left leg toward the right foot. There you go.
Just small movement, so?
It is.
Okay.
So as you're doing that, let's rotate this right pelvis forward. There you go. Do you feel how that's a little different? There we go. Okay. You're doing great, so I'm going to move my knee. And 5, 6, I'm going to make you hold 8, 7, 1 more. Hold it there. Arms wide T. Hold the legs. Twist towards one side. Pass through center, other side. 3. You got it. The twisting is harder than it seems like it should be. 2, 1 more time. Another way. Perfect.
It does help with the stretching with this though.
Yeah.
It works and stretches it at the same time.
Yep. Other side.
And you said this is good for my thighs and my butt?
It is. Belly button to knee is every woman's target area.
Yes.
Will it give me a Kim Kardashian butt?
No, that's too big. Okay, switch legs. Put this right knee down. Left foot on the frame. All right, so starting position, this heel is going to be a little forward so that your knee is over the heel when you start at 90 degrees. Okay, that way we don't lunge into it as you're going. Okay, so that was easier. Yep. Good. 5. Is this side easier? 6. 1 more time, and we're going to stay arms at a T. Holding the legs still. Yep, 3. And there we go. Pull that right leg in a little bit more for me. Yep. 2. And 1 more time.
It's so interesting to see the differences in the sides.
Yes. Come on down.
No two sides are alike.
I know. But you'll notice that, well, if you haven't noticed, like one side is strong here and it's also stronger on the opposite side because we have this series of X's up the body so it keeps you upright. Okay, carefully climbing the well for me in between the ropes. We're gonna do reverse elephants here, 1 blue spring. Hands 1 on each shoulder block. Okay, your feet are hip distance and soft at the knees. We're going for back flexion. So this is like you're gonna stand up. So the knees are soft. And I want you to just tuck your hips under and start to roll up and stand. So don't straighten here.
Okay, so.
Yeah. Go ahead and release it all the way down. So this is how I usually show people. Don't use the carriage. If you had your hands dangling down towards your feet, let them hang down towards your feet.
Okay.
And then I want you to round and roll up.
Okay.
That's the move we're doing on the carriage.
Okay.
Soften the knees, so don't arch. Round, you're gonna tuck Yep, so scoop your butt under. Think pubic bone and this headrest are magnets. There. Do you feel more lower belly?
Mm-hmm.
So so L4 and L5 are so low down by the tailbone that there's not usually an enormous difference in the flexibility of the lumbar spine. This exercise just creates as much movement as it can in the lower back. Keep those knees a little soft for me. Yep. Good, one more time. Perfect. Put your right hand on your left. Same. Now you should feel that isolation on the left oblique right at where it meets the hip. Let's try a couple more here. And again. Other side. Good. So she's doing a nice job of keeping her shoulders relaxed, knees soft, and she really is scooping. I like as much of a posterior tilt as you can manage as you're doing this exercise. You're aiming 1 to 2 inches lower than your belly button, right in the lower tummy for this exercise. 2 more. Perfect. All right, beautiful. Come on out of there. I'm gonna lift our foot bar up. And we've already got a blue, so I'm just gonna put a white on as well. And we're gonna do some back extension. So long box.
One of the things about Pilates I have to say is my mind goes at 1,000,000 miles a minute normally,
Yeah.
but there's so many different parts to the exercise that you are forced to really focus because there's like this part and this part and this part. So if your mind's thinking about 30 other things, it doesn't focus on one thing, and then so it helps quiet my mind.
Yeah. Lay on your stomach, hands in the corners. It's in the mind-body exercise family for sure. Okay, so hands in the corners. You have to put yourself right in the center. And your legs are going to lengthen out, pointed at the toe, and laterally rotate your legs, please. All right, perfect. Push your arms straight back. We're going to leave arms straight, shoulders glide down, and then lift your chest up so that you come into extension. So travel up and forward. Stop there. Look down a little. So we want to have the back of the neck nice and long. There we go. Okay, so breaths. And lift and float. So you're going to straighten your arms.
Okay.
Keep them straight, so we're back bending. So you're going to float your body up, but stay here, look down. That's it. Keep the back of the neck long. There you go. So try not to bend your elbows. Only come up as high. That's plenty.
Okay.
Yeah. In and then lower. 2 more. Lift. And then we're going to hold right there. So now, keeping the upper body active. So we've got our lats going, our necks long. Now we're going to work on your butt. So bring those legs more parallel, hip width, and then you're going to swim with the legs. There you go. Does that create any unnecessary strain in your back?
Nope.
If you were to be a lot higher, it might. So we're going to just stay at sort of this halfway mark.
Trying to keep my shoulders down, it's a big thing. Like,
Yeah.
I keep reminding myself that because I just always want to be like this.
I know, but when they're down, this is actually a bigger muscle, so it should be easier to keep them down. This is habit. This is strength, okay? And then pause the legs. Go ahead and bend your elbows and come in. Perfect. Let's come off the box. Take a second and reach down towards your toes. You just stretch.
Oh.
So she's on this side of the machine you can't see, but she's actually 2 inches lower than where she was earlier. Yeah.
It feels better.
Yeah. So almost all the way to the ground in
Yeah, I did.
40 minutes. Right, all the way to the ground. Perfect. And then keep those knees soft. Let your body just sway, your upper body, just let it sway right and left, like you're looking at what's happening on each side of the legs. Yeah. Good. Go ahead and find yourself in the center, soften the knees, and then round and roll all the way up to the top and finish standing. There we go. Yep. All done, girl. That's it. Nice
I
job.
love this.
All right, thank you for helping me
you.
today.
This is
Great job.
The best exercise ever.
All right, thanks for joining us today, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.